Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. So here we go. We're going to start off with the new planet, and this is going to be playthrough. So yeah, I'm just naming it a really silly one, and I'm not going with Prime, obviously. Why isn't it going Humble? Right, I'm going with Standard, so that'll be Create, and let's go to Planet Humble. Now, a few things to note. Planet Humble is a lot simpler and a lot worse in terms of playthrough than the other planet we were on. Right, so let's read this here. Okay, so the thing. First thing, create a blue atmosphere. I get that. You know what? No, I'm not gonna pull anything out of here. What do I need to build my bag? 2 iron, 2 cobalt, iron, and a magnesium. Okay. I can't break anything at the moment, so this is even worse. I just played through this before the update. You might be wondering why I'm keeping such a close ring around the. Now I need cobalt. Okay, let's go. I see cobalt. No, that's not cobalt. Okay, let's take it around this way. Let's see if I can find at least one cobalt. I have no intention of building things here. I actually intend to go quite far from here. I'm in trouble. Finally, this here will just increase it by a little, but that makes a huge difference. So, as for the moment, this makes almost no difference to me. Neither does that. I need this. This is where it gets complicated. So I want to get across to the other area. I want to start building up over. But I don't have enough equipment to actually even do anything. 2 silicone, 2 magnesium. You know what, let me just put in some of the equipment before I even leave you. Iron will do. So here's the thing with Planet Humber. Planet Humber is a lot more barren in terms of easy to use materials. There was even more important than anything else, ironically enough. Oh, you're kidding me. Excuse me, this. Silicone magnesium. Ooh. And now I'm capable of building. So first things first, we need to get some iron. This is one of the worst parts. Now I'm trying to take a very big run, so I need to make sure that I have what's necessary. Second titanium. More silicone, more iron. I need a lot more. Am I abandoning the base camp already? Absolutely. It may seem a bit crazy to just rush straight into it with abandoning the base camp right in the start, but there's a good reason behind it. All this will become underwater, so I'm not putting here. Good place to have a camp, but not the best. I want to get it up to the point where I know it's it. So I know all of this is going to be flipped around, so let me put in my structures. And there we go. Now I have a new base on this side. Now it is up to the next piece. Let me see what I have on me. I have 2 pieces of iron. It's enough to start with the chest. So yeah, let's just start off this chest on the opposite side, because this isn't going to be its permanent home, obviously. Let's dump, dump, dump and dump. These are really important. I don't want to break them apart just yet. There's no aluminium on this one, just for by the way, which is kind of crazy. plant. And then I'll equip that. Now I have more space. Magnesium and silicon. Do I have that? No. I have another iron. What can I do with that? Well, let's see. Iron is very important for starter basics. I have to be very careful what I pull. Right now I need to get back to the first base and get some items from it. However ironic that is. You would have noticed that ice is super rare on this rock. There's only one place that I know where ice is easy to find, and it's for that reason that I'm going to be taking all of that immediately. I'll take another water. And I'll take more food. Now, this crazy run is just because this is right in the start. I haven't yet even started the terraformation. Like the last time, I always set up a power plant before I start any major developments. I always plan ahead. And like the last time, it's obviously going to start skipping ahead quickly the moment I put enough resources in. This planet drove me plenty crazy, to be honest. The lack of resources becomes apparent when you figure out that you can't pick up aluminium directly from any sites, and when you figure out that there's only 3 resources to mine on this entire planet, it just becomes that much worse because you have to use those limited resources to get whatever you want. Ooh, here we go. Let's see, nothing more. There's plenty of resources here, by the way, at this little camp that I'm at. I'm just biding my time, to be honest. I want a lot more iron, obviously. I like my 3x3s from the start to base. And it becomes like permanent base by the time it's done. This one is going to be a little bit more odd than normal because I've placed it in a very peculiar spot. You know what, I may as well start collecting some dolomite. Okay. One iron, one magnesium, one titanium. I don't have enough power to keep it up. You'll see how critical this silly little gadget is in a little bit. As soon as I get to iron, one iron isn't enough to sustain it. Now I can get back up there and start setting up. This is a riverbed, by the way. I'm building in a very peculiar spot. So yeah, now you can see the most dominant resource is this silly little thing called dolomite. Ironically enough, dolomite is actually a reference to real life geography. It's with regards to shifting soil. So if you live in an area that is considered to have dolomite, you have very weak shifty soil. I don't know about its mineral composure. If I remember correctly, dolomite areas are slightly rich in iron, but I don't think it's rich enough for anybody to have a mine, which makes this here kind of crazy. But obviously, if you go to other planets, what we consider rich might be just the standard. It also might be so bad that we actually have to reduce our expectations. Okay, and let's keep pushing for more and more dolomite, because that's going to help me out in the long run. Oh, online is fine. I took so long to reach the stage where I started interfering with Dolomite last time. You can imagine how tough it was. I was out of oxygen. I kept dying continuously without any hope of getting anywhere. Oh, it's already made materials. One more of these to make the side, and then I'll pull it back, and I'll start to fill in more of those. What do I need for this? Titanium and iron. Do I have enough power? No. I have no intention of actually drinking any of that water as yet. Might as well just die to this thirst. I know where the ice is. I just have no intention of going there. It's just too far. 1 silicon, 2 magnesium. Okay, then we will get more iron. I forgot how slow these things can be. Ironically enough, this is much faster than my original start last time. You all didn't get to see it. It was just when I decided I'm gonna grab the DLC. This has been a game that I loved for a long time. So yeah, why not go for it? And I was really not that impressed with it, to be honest. The planet is a lot more confined than the previous planet. In terms of exploration, it's really harsh on this one. And in terms of fun, I just found it to be missing that wow factor. So that's how I describe it. It's missing a wow factor. One, two, three, four, five, six. 2, 3, 4. I need 2 more in order to get it to the full size. Let's expand this oxygen tank to pull it up to T2. It may not seem like it's that much of an improvement, but just these small improvements allow me to run around for maybe another 30 to 40 seconds. And oh yeah, by the way, something else to know about terraformation in reality. Each planet will have a different rate of terraformation. Here comes one of those irritating little problems that you could run into. Okay, let's take some water and some food. And let's start exploring properly and let's get some resources. This version of the extractor is really terrible, for lack of a better word. It can give you a lot of resources. As you can see, it's pulling out tons of tons of cobalt, but other than that, it's not really improving my flow in the game. That's the reason why I did so much on that crazy blast right now, because I'm taking a long run. A dangerous run at that, to go and get nice. I didn't want to have to start collecting food anytime soon, so I was hoping to avoid it. But yeah, this is just not improving fast enough. Closer than it should have been. The last time I go all the way to the cave basically just to get this. That cave also seals me away from Osium. So once again I'm gonna be in that same normal rut that everybody gets into, where you're gonna start advancing and then you have to wait for the temperature to catch up. Not too bad. So do I finish off the structure or do I put up my screens? Cobalt and silicon. Planet Humble. I actually like Planet Humble quite a lot more than the other planet, even though it is a lot more crappy in terms of gameplay. Planet Humble has a better story. Right, the first one, Prime, when you finish off that story, there's so little to go through. Oh, there's 2.6 kilowatts. Fantastic. Let me grab some titanium. You might be wondering, why would you just leave all those resources alone? Right there for the picking. I know, but I'm holding on to it. That's very important. Nano to micro. Milli, micro, nano, femto, pico. Ah, finally got my scale right. Took me a while. Magnesium and iron. He tried to fly there. Let's see, what do we have? Oxygen is improving. How much of energy do I have? How much do I need for the heat drop? Iridium, silicon. This looks really sad compared to the last one because of how slow I'm running. Let's see what I need to improve this backpack. My next step is going to be dumping resources, ironically enough. Not that I'm super rich, it's just that I'm not getting what I need out of the mine. I don't have a progress screen as yet, it's not even available. So let's see what I'm getting unlocked next. So next is the Swan KTI. This here will unlock in a while. That is far off as well. Pico Calvin, ooh, really crazy low. That's what we're actually looking for. Okay. once again, I'm going to sacrifice quite a bit of cobalt. And now I'm heading in down. In case anybody wants to know how crazy this is actually one of the worst locations on the map to be heading to at this point in time. This here becomes a massive pond, basically. The river flows through here, where the titanium is deposited. This game isn't so much of a terraformation because a lot of that is the next material that I want to get my hands. It isn't so much of a terraformation, it's more of revitalization of a terraformed environment. And you might wonder, why does that make any difference? Well, revitalizing a terraformed environment is crazy difficult by comparison to actually just terraforming an environment. It can take years to terraform a planet. It can take days to revitalize a planet. That's just hypothetical. It takes millennia to terraform a planet. It takes centuries to revitalize a planet. And then this here applies directly to reality. Revitalization and terraformation are exactly as I said they are. They're crazy long processes, and the reason for it is terraformation right now takes us a long time because we have some shortfalls in what we can do and what we can't do. So it's a human thing that's actually weighing us down. I'm trying to remember what comes out from the bauxite. I know that there's aluminium guaranteed. What's the other resource? Okay, I'm heading up this way. This is one of the uranium sites along with that site over there, but they're covered with ice walls. So yeah, this is going to be crazy hard to get. Sorry about the quick stop in the middle. That leads to the back section where I can get a lot of crystal, not crystal, sorry, osmium. See what is that? Now, those things that they have where they're claiming that it's bauxite and uranite and all these funny materials, they're actually based on real life materials that you do find. There's a uranium, uranite, and uranium at the same time. This is worth far more. That would be real nice, but I'm not taking it right now. So basically, from what I can understand, they're trying to replicate what you would really get materials out of in real life. So, for example, if you're looking for uranium in reality, you go to a mine which has a certain composition, and the composition could be something like cellunite or whatever you want to call the component, and you're going to go and you're going to explore it, and when you finally excavate enough of it, you're going to be able to pull out uranium and titanium, platinum, zircon, silicone, oscorium, I don't know what's the name of it. I think it's osmium, the actual compound. But there's like a ton of materials, and they're all together in this blob mass consolidation, and you have to extract it from it to get something workable. There was a dangerous one too. Delta Woods T1, T2. Ooh, now it's time to go grab some fabric when I find some fabric. Let's see what it dropped. Yeah, exactly what I was hoping for. Two cobalt and a silicon each time. Trying to get a little bit more speed by flying. What about that? Let's see where my progressions have gone. 2.5. That is really close. Getting a better bag. Indoor ladder is still very far away. I really want vegetation T2 tube. What do I have left in my inventory? Not enough. I just need an iron. Now here's the scary part. If we actually go terraforming planets, you expect that there's going to be a mortality rate just because we're terraforming, and that terraformation fatality rate is ridiculously high, considering that we haven't even tried it already. We expect that more than 90% of the people who get sent up will die. So yeah, that's crazy just to imagine it. Now people will understand why things like SpaceX programs get cancelled all the time by government organizations. That's because the mortality rate is ridiculous. But regardlessly, we have a 100% guaranteed mortality rate for all human beings. So that's kind of a pointless retrospection. It's just that 90% fatality rate is in things that they don't want you to die from. And I am saying it as I have said. There are things that they want you to die from, ironically enough. Didn't get it. Oh yeah, uranite creates dolomite. Vegetation T2 is about to unlock in a little bit. If I can get another iridium and an iron, that will make it a lot better for me. Got an iron, didn't get an iridium. Let's add another one and then pull in some excesses from outside. No, I want that. For now, this is the messy route that I'm taking. Just filling everything. Soon aluminium will join the crazy train, and then I'll be in the right place. I'm so far ahead. Shut my pressure building. Yeah, I can. I've got one iron. I need one more ice and silicone for each of them. Let's see, do I have enough? No, I don't. Kidding me. That was the fastest upgrade I ever had. Let's go grab a whole lot of ice and silicone. I really do hate this place. Let's cover floor. And there we go. How many do I want? 6, I think would be enough. 3, 4. There is a fast upgrade that I can do as well. Oh, yeah. What does the T2 drill take? 5 power. I need cobalt. Let's see, do I have any? No. Don't get enough cobalt. isn't so hard to get, if I remember correctly. That's how you improve the entire cycle of plants. Titanium and aluminum. This is getting really close. And that is also getting pretty close. Progression. Yeah, these are quite important screens to have, but there's nothing really breaker in this first few. Whew. So yeah, this is the opening of another series. I'm going to skip a little bit right now because obviously this is where you can see there's not so much of free resources all around the place like there was on the other planet, and it does affect the rate at which I can play. Okay. At least I got a second of those big heaters up. They make a difference. They make a massive difference. Let's look at it now. Okay, so that day is now much closer. Getting up to this, that's going to be even sooner. Okay. Still more to grab and go. I haven't even finished off my base. It is that crazy slow at this point in time. I know that I have an expansion on my oxygen tank and things like that. I'll do those things while everybody is away, and then you catch up on the next one. Things will be a little bit further down the road. Okay. See you all then. Have a good day.